Welcome, everyone, to Combat Wrestling Trivia. I hope I fixed those technical difficulties we were having the other night to play that very special announcement video. If you missed that, go back and watch the matches at the very end, or go to my Facebook page. I uploaded the entire video of the announcement, and it's going to be a great time. But we have tonight another play-in match for you. It is our 10th play-in match. This is CWT episode 501. 501 ranked matches, that is. There's probably been lots more with all the other crap we do. Let's go ahead and check our comments, see who's here tonight. We have Dwayne here. What's up, dudes? We have our champion, Jacob Cameron, and Rucker. Haven't seen you in a while. Most handsome man on Twitch. Hello, Cast. What is up, Mr. Rucker? How you doing tonight, man? How you doing? Oh, we have Greg Cherry here. What's up, Greg? Here to support his friend Travis. What's up, Greg? Recently he competed against Paul Mead in a play-in match. Go back and watch that one. But guys, we are going to here to introduce you today. And first, we have a former CWT Pro Wrestling Trivia champion, and he always is sporting that New Japan tracksuit, which I'm kind of jealous of. It's Steve Mesa. Steve, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. I'm doing fine. Happy Friday Eve, gentlemen. It's probably already Friday for you, Cass, but still,
Always look forward to I'm only an hour ahead of you, Steve. Calm down.
Oh, sorry, my bad. You never know. See, that's why I wouldn't probably do very well in combat wrestling trivia geography.
Coming soon.
Terrible.
Coming soon.
Don't tempt you. Okay. Listen. As a former CWT champion and former Twitch TV champion, I do not take any match as a cakewalk. This could literally be like with this new format, I could be a little rusty with my wrestling, and it could go either way. So I'm not taking any matches as any of a cakewalk, let alone face Travis. I'm gonna say this, that I think it's gonna be a very close match between both of us, especially with this format that we got here. So all I'm going to say is, may the best man win.
Absolutely. Also, Steve, Eric's here, and he stole your thing. He said, hey, yo. He said he's stealing your shit. You don't have to censor yourself, Eric. It's okay. We allow swearing here. We're an 18-plus stream. Rucker says, can't wait to see you at Dave Boy Championship Wrestling. Dave Boy Championship Wrestling, the home of all your wrestling needs in Nova Scotia. All right. Spring Hill, next weekend. Spring Hill, Nova Scotia, if you're there. I don't want to, Paul Mead you, because no one... Actually, no. You know what? Local people do watch my show, because it's me. Spring Hill, Nova Scotia, next Saturday. Yeah, I'll be there. Gonna be driving a carload of wrestlers, right, Travis?
Hey.
And introducing your opponent, he's a former CWT Holiday Drunk Match champion, one of the most prestigious titles in all of CWT. He's our good friend and a former Clash Volume 2 finalist, Travis Fame. Travis, how are we doing tonight?
I am doing good. I'm looking forward to this because Steve and I have faced off before, not in CWT. This is our first CWT match. We faced off in one of Jordan Owens' tournaments, and I believe we went to overtime, and he bested me. And no shame in losing to Steve. You mentioned all his accolades, former Twitch champion, former CWT Trivia champion, so definitely got my work cut out for me. Just looking to have fun, try to keep it close, maybe squeak out a win. Before we get started, though, I did check out the CWT 500, and congratulations, Michael Turner, directly from me. But that was very, very well deserved, and that's exciting.
Absolutely, we have Jacob Cameron saying that Eric is pulling a Jean-Pierre Lafayette. Stealing? Did you steal that jacket?
No.
You got an eye patch?
No.
Are you a former Quebecer?
In a past life, yes.
Okay,
you don't want to be that. Trust me. We only have room for one Quebecer in CWT, and Topher's enough. All right. By the way, we're just in ads right now. Rucker says fucking ads. Greg says, "Oh, it's cutting off my guy T-Fame." But if you rewatch this, you will be able to see those wise words from T-Fame.
Subscribe.
Right.
Yes, you can also subscribe, but I never will ask anyone to give me money. But yeah, hopefully everyone is back from ads. I wish my thing told me when I did ads. There's probably some bot I could set up to let me know.
Alert.
But while we are waiting for the ads to go through, we are going to go ahead and tell you how things work tonight. Just subscribe to. Thanks, Dwayne. Dwayne, a 33-month subscriber. Appreciate you, Dwayne. The car must be driving by. Let's see what we got here. All right. 4 questions based on the following categories: WWF/WWE, AEW/New Japan, WCW/ECW, and TNA/NXT. Then 1 question will be randomly selected via wheel spin that is 4 possible answers. You get 1 point for each correct answer during that round. All right, so if you guys are ready, before we begin, I need you to write a number on your board between 1 and 3 to decide which match we're playing. All right, guys, Steve's thinking it out. What number will he combine with Travis's to find out what match we're playing? Steve, what do you got?
2.
2, and Travis?
1.
Match number 3 is what we will be playing today. So, match number 3. All right, cool. So, your first question in WWE/the WWF is... Rucker says, my favorite is my Prime Sub. Guys, subscribe to the best game show on Twitch. Thank you, Rucker. I really appreciate that. Bring back talk. Hashtag bring back Talkamania. All right, so we're going to go to your first question, and it is: at Cyber Sunday 2006, which wrestler was voted to team with Ric Flair and then went on to defeat the Spirit Squad for the World Tag Team Championships at that same event? And while you guys are writing that, we are going to go ahead and put our loonies up. We are going to decide, who do you think will win this match? Will it be Steve or will it be Travis? The choice is yours. You can vote. You can use your channel points to vote on whoever you want. You might walk away with some loonies. All right, guys, you look like you are both in. Yes. All right, Steve, what do you have?
And Roddy Piper.
And Travis.
Oh. Roddy Piper.
Yes, indeed, they did win the tag team titles before losing them to Rated RKO. After that. Perkins, where you at, bro? That's weird. Yeah, usually Perkins isn't usually here. Roddy Piper. All 610 loonies on Steve, trying to double up there. Good stuff. Good call. See what happens. We're going to move on to your next question, the category of TNA/NXT, and that question is: which team returned for one night to challenge the Ascension for the NXT Tag Team Championships at NXT Arrival? I'm going to go ahead and bring up that wheel so that I am prepped for our 4-point question. It is there. All right. All right, Travis, are you still taking it or do you have an answer?
I am in.
All right. Travis, what do you got?
I don't know why they popped in my head, but the Headbangers?
Steve?
I put Lucha Dragons.
That is a dirty sweep, as we call it. No, we were looking for Too Cool. Too Cool came back that one night.
I almost said Too Cool, but for some reason I was thinking it was the Headbangers. I knew it was an older team.
They
Greg
did
Jacob.
SmackDown on for the first round tournament against the Usos, though.
They did.
That's what I was thinking. Yes. Good call.
We're going to go into the category of New Japan or AEW. A little bit of a randomer question. Let's see how Steve does with this New Japan question. Which former WWE Hardcore Champion was a founding member of the Voodoo Murder stable in New Japan Pro Wrestling that began in January of 2005?
Fuck.
That's right. I did some New Japan research. We currently have 6.6k loonies on Steve in 50 on Travis. So whoever put those 5-0 on Travis, if you can pull out the victory here, someone's going to be rich.
I logged on and bet on myself.
Do you know what?
I'm kidding.
No, do you know what's funny? Dude told me, he's like, I'm trying to get a streak, the watch streak going on Twitch, but if I'm in a match, I can't continue the watch streak. And I was like, well, I'm fine if you want to, like, watch the stream for the opening things just to get the streak and then close it. I was like, let's do it. And then I still get an extra view. Jacob Cameron says, what a name for a faction, right? Voodoo Murders. Are you sure this is not the Voodoo Kid? It is not the Voodoo Kid Mafia.
Big Poppin' Cherry Daddies. It's not the Big Poppin' Cherry Daddies, Big Voodoo Daddies or whatever. That's Scotland or whatever.
Oh, yes. All right. Travis is deep in thought, thinking to every WWE Hardcore Champion in his head. Can you name it in order, Travis?
Think of somebody that makes sense. I don't even know.
I just put down a name. I put down a name. I didn't put much thought to it.
You know what? You might be able to get this.
Well, I don't know the name of the Godfather's hoe. I was gonna write her name.
Same human rule. Godfather's hoe would be acceptable.
Oh, that would work. Okay.
Yeah, Godfather's hoe would be acceptable. Same human rule.
All right, I'm in.
All right. Steve, what do you got?
Godfather?
Travis?
Taka Michinoku?
Both those guys never hardcore champion, but we were looking for Johnny the Bull Stamboli, or we would have also accepted Killer Backwards. Same human rule. But we are going to go back to our things. Dwayne getting it, Johnny the Bull. Hickenbottom. Big Vito, one of them. No, not Big Vito. WCW Hardcore Champion, I believe. Greg says Johnny the Bull was a former Hardcore Champion. I don't think Vito was there then. No, I don't believe so either.
I don't think I've ever heard of Johnny the Bull. That's weird.
Yeah, said Johnny Stamboli was in the Voodoo Murders as a founding member. Yeah, Johnny the Bull Stamboli. So we're going to move on to your final question of your first four. And that question comes in the category WCW or ECW. And it is, who did Shane Douglas defeat in the main event of November to November 1997 to win the ECW Championship? Yeah, he was a founding member with Taru, Brother Yashi, and Shuji Kondo. But I was like, hey, I know who Johnny Stamboli is. That's a question.
Give me a second. I'm torn between two.
Coming up next, we're going to have our 4-point question in random category.
All right. I'm just going to put it down. Okay.
All right. Travis, what do you got?
Bam Bam Bigelow.
Steve?
I put Taz.
Both great guesses. You know, you guys did both put ECW champions unlike the last time, but yes, no, it was Bam Bam Bigelow on that night. So 2-1, but we are going to go to our 4-point question, and we are going to bring up that fabulous wheel, which has all those categories that you just saw. Asked, am I lagging? Is there issues? Am I lagging? Damn.
No,
Okay.
you're not. I don't think you're.
Okay. Yeah, seems good. Might be you, Dwayne. Oh, the versus is still on the screen, but that's fine. Keeps freezing. It might be you, Dwayne. And it sneaks into New Japan / AEW for our 4-point question.
Damn it.
Sorry, Travis. All right, so I'm going to bring up my 4-pointer. Steve, you are currently not in the lead. Would you like 1, 2, or 3?
3.
3 it is. Okay, here we go. So, your question in New Japan / AEW is, who are the 4 wrestlers that have been in the finals of the Continental Classic in AEW? So there's been 2 Continental Classics. Who are the 4 wrestlers that competed in the final matches? We'll go to our comments from that last one. Greg and Dwayne both saying Terry Funk, but Jacob Cameron getting it with Bam Bam Bigelow. I am always amazed by how well Jacob Cameron knows ECW, considering how young he is. But cheers to you. That's why you're our champion. More of a recent thing with AEW, but yeah, gotta strike now before the next one starts, and then it's 6 people. We'll do this again in 3 years when there's a 10 for a battle zone. Or if they do a women's one. Maybe they'll do a women's one sometime. Travis is like, I should watch more AEW.
Yeah.
It's all right. I don't either. I watched the pay-per-views.
I was actually keeping up with it, but like for the last 3 years, I haven't seen much at all.
I watched the pay-per-view. Shout out to Pez, who buys the pay-per-views and then streams it for everyone. It's great.
Oh, who does that?
Pez. It's Steve knows Pez. Jordan knows Pez. He's competed in Lights Out.
Okay.
Yep. Oh, speaking of, Tato's here. What's up, Tato? He always comes to those watch parties that we have. Surprisingly enough, Tato, you did get points. All right. So do you have 4, Travis?
I have 4.
Absolutely. Okay. So we're gonna bring that down. Steve, you're on the left side of my screen, so you're gonna go first. What's up? What do we got?
Eddie Kingston, John Moxley, Will Ospreay, and Kazuchika Okada.
And Travis.
I have Orange Cassidy, Pac, Okada, and Ospreay.
All right. Well, your correct answers are Okada and Ospreay, and then Moxley and Kingston. So Steve going 4 for 4. But Travis, you did pick up 2 points, which means the 1 point differential will just skip over. It is 5 to 4 for Steve as we go to our new round number 2. And round number 2, now for you guys for the first time ever, works like this. 1 question with 5 possible answers will be given to both players. With 5 answers. Players will put those 5 answers in order based on the question provided. 1 point awarded for each correct answer. Each answer in the correct position. I'm tired. Everything's wordy.
I do like this round. I really do like this.
Thank you. Jordan will probably tell me I stole it from him because I did get a little bit of inspiration from him and then combined it with the fastest finger they used to do in original Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I remember fastest.
Because coming soon. Once I get this down, it's going to be a 60-second time limit on doing this one. I got to get that down first. Yeah, let's go to our thing. We have Okada, Ospreay, Kingston, Jacob Cameron going 4 for 4, Moxley. Couldn't think of Ospreay. That's 5. And Kenny, Mox, Hangman, Okada. Yeah, points for Tato in wrestling. We love to see it.
No, I was there. And funny thing is, I was there for that Okada Ospreay match, and holy fuck, that was probably top 5 match watching it live. Top 5 live match I've ever watched.
That's pretty sick. All right, let me copy over that. The question and the 5 teams. That's a hint. I might want to match with you now. LOL, Dwayne. Yes, I appreciate my inspiration from game shows, right? If you can't steal from game shows, Greg, then what's the point of being here? That's what the whole drunk match thing is. I just steal from game shows half the time. All right, so your question is, put these 5 teams in order from least to most reigns with the TNA World Tag Team Championships. Your 5 teams are Team 3D, Beer Money Inc., Ortiz and Santana, Decay, and the Hardys.
Writing these
down. No, you're good. I will keep these on the screen if you need to. And absolutely, Greg, you're definitely welcome back in CWT once you get your stuff settled, man. Hope all is well with you. Tato is undefeated in CWT. That is a fact. He is 1-0. Jacob Cameron says he was also there for Okada Ospreay, but he got lost on the way home from the arena.
Is it so from most to least or least to most?
Least to most. So put the team with the least on the top, team with the most on the bottom of your board, or paper with Sharpie. I'm pretty excited once we start up CWT Sports again to do some of these with sports. And this is with the TNA World Tag Titles. Did you not count the NWA? I don't think maybe the Dudleys might have had an NWA reign, but don't count that. Yeah, a little bit tougher, eh? I'm going to bring up my TNA World Tag Team title Wikipedia just so I can add some minutia. I think you're right there, Greg. Yep, you're definitely right that. Can we get a hockey one? I'll host. Hey, I have hockey is included, Rucker. If you ever want to play in CWT Sports, we can make that happen. Always looking for more players for CWT Sports. I want to say that might have been 07, Greg, but I'm not sure. It might have. I think that was 07's. But that would have also been when they were still NWA. Because I don't think they were... It was like the May of 07 that they went to TNA. But yeah, definitely anyone that wants to play in CWT Sports, we could definitely do hockey. Because we only really have 2 hockey guys. Like, pure hockey trivia guys. And that's Brandon and Joey. People know a little bit about hockey, but yeah. That's true too, Greg. Yeah, that's true. What do we got? Bozer Taboo, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you being here. Thank you for being here for some trivia. Rucker says I'll play a hockey one, but I know nothing about the other sports. Perfectly fine. If you want to play, we might do hockey specials. That's always a good one. We did same human rule hockey. That was always a fun time. But do you guys both have 5 answers?
Yes.
Yes.
Steve, you're good. And I want to confirm you have the least at the top and the most reigns at the bottom.
Yes.
Hopefully.
Okay, cool. Yes. Hopefully. Yes. Jobber the hockey division? Absolutely. Okay, so hold on. I lost all my stuff here. Okay, we're good. Steve, what do you got?
I have Decay, Ortiz and Santana, the Hardys, Beer Money, and Team 3D.
Okay. And Travis.
I have Decay, Beer Money, Team 3D, Ortiz and Santana, and the Hardys.
Well, okay. Cool. So I will let you know that it goes like this. Decay, only 1 reign. Team 3D with 2 reigns. Where are we at here? The Hardys have 3 reigns. The LAX, Ortiz, and Santana have 4 reigns. And then Beer Money Inc. has 5. So you both got 2. You both picked up 2. Bring in our score. Differential stays the same. 7-6. So yes, it would have been Decay, Team 3D, the Hardys, Ortiz, and Santana, and then Beer Money Incorporated.
Makes sense.
See what we had here in our chat. A lot of me and Greg talking about the electrified steel cage. That's what we were kind of talking about. Greg had Beer Money, Team 3D, the Hardys, Decay, and then Ortiz and Santana. Tato with Hardys, Ortiz, and Santana, Decay, 3D, Beer. That's a point for you, Tato, for getting Beer Money is the most. We got 2 also. Yeah, a little harder on that one because it was 2, 3, 4, 5, or whatever. However I did it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's what I did. All right. Dan, the Rucker got all right except for Hardys and Ortiz. All right, so guys, we're gonna go to our Battle Zone round, and that round works like this. 1 question with at least 10 possible answers will be given to the players, determined by a random wheel spin from the categories in round number 1. Starting with the player not in the lead, each player will give 5 answers, and there's no repeating answers. 1 point for each correct. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring up that wheel once again. Hopefully for Travis, he wants to avoid a certain something.
There are certain categories I'd like to avoid, yes.
All right, so we're going to close that, and then we're going to give it a little spin. Oh, no.
Don't do it again.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, no.
It just teases me with the ECW.
It sure did. But Travis, you did not pick last time, so would you like Battlezone 1, Battlezone 2, or Battlezone 3 in that category?
We'll do 1.
Okay, let me prep my
Battlezone
board
2
here.
now.
Travis, you will be going first as you are currently not in the lead. Battlezone, you said 1, right?
Yes.
Okay, so your question is... Where's my banners at? Starting with you. Who are 10 of the wrestlers that Christian Cage defeated in the number 1 contendership casino gauntlet at All In London 2024? Greg says his 50 loonies are in trouble. Hey, anything is possible. But yes, Travis, we'll start with you. There is 11 answers in this. I believe there's 12 people total in the match, but fire away, Travis.
Okay, well, I don't really know. We'll say Jack Perry.
Okay. Old Jungle Boy. Steve?
Nigel McGuinness.
Travis?
Claudio Castagnoli.
Okay. If you're ever unsure about how to say that too, you can just say like Cesaro.
Just say
Same human rule.
Cesaro.
Same human rule. All right. Steve?
Wheeler Yuta.
Travis?
Daniel Garcia.
Greg says he just watched the entrance video. He just watched the entrance video of this match. I would have done well. Hey, sometimes that's the way it goes. I don't know how many times I've heard people say, "I just watched this. This is great." Steve, back to you.
Commander.
And Travis.
Orange Cassidy.
Steve.
Let's see. I'm gonna say Adam Cole.
Okay. And Travis, your final one.
Swerve Strickland.
Okay. And Steve, your final one.
Hangman Adam Page.
All right. So, I calculate these scores here, add them up to our dealio here. All right. So, your correct answers are Hangman Adam Page, Jeff Jarrett, Kazuchika Okada, Kyle O'Reilly, Luchasaurus / Killswitch, Mark Briscoe, Nigel McGuinness, Orange Cassidy, Ricochet, Roderick Strong, and Zack Sabre Jr. So, Steve, you did get 2. Travis, you got 1. But, you know, for that final round, our score differential stays the same. So you came out alive. I consider that a win for you, Travis. Good job there.
Yeah.
Because it is a
so.
3 points in the final round, which we are going to begin now. What do we got in our chat, though? Dwayne getting Luchasaurus. Greg saying Ricochet, Zack Sabre Jr., Okada. So that's 3 for 3 for you, Greg. So I'm going to delete that one from my document. And we are going to go to the final round. And let you know that it works like this. Oop, wrong one. Nope, this one. There we go. The player in the lead will give a number between 1 and 3 for how many times the 20 categories in the final round will be shuffled. Then the opposing player will choose stream between 1 and 20. And there will not each correct answer is worth 3 points, but there will not be a tie today as we only have a 2-point swing. So before we begin here now, Steve, how many times we shuffle in that final round between 1 and 3, sir?
Race. This.
3 it is. 1 and a 2 and a 3. Now, Mr. Travis, 3 numbers between 1 and 20.
2,
Okay.
5,
Yep.
and 7.
2, 5, 7.
Nice.
All right. So, your first question comes in the category of SummerSlam, upcoming pay-per-view in the WWE. And your question for both of you is, who won a number one contenders battle royal for the women's championship at SummerSlam 2007? Greg's pumped for a battle royal question. Yeah, big fan. I love that, like, when the WWE Vault posts like old battle royals that were like either unaired or from like, you know, Superstars or Wrestling Challenge. I'm like, yeah, I'm all about those battle royals because always someone random wins. All right, do you both have a name?
I have a name.
Steve looks like he's in as well. Steve, what do you got?
Beth Phoenix.
Travis.
I guess Victoria.
Correct answer is Beth Phoenix. Beth Phoenix. Greg getting that one in the chat. He said Beth Phoenix battle royal questions, and he said then immediately her celebration was cut off for a Matt Hardy MVP segment. Yes, it was. All right, so we're going to go to your next question in the category of ECW.
Oh, okay.
See, you finally got it, Travis. You finally got it.
Yeah, now I can answer it right.
All right, so your question is, Raven and which wrestler in his only reign with the ECW Tag Team Championship became the only team to win the titles on an episode of ECW on TNN? So the wrestler that it is only had one reign with the tag titles, and it was this one. And it's the only time the titles change hands on ECW on TNN. Good times. Shout out to Rollerball. Whatever it's called. Roller Jam. I don't remember. Rollerball's the movie, right? The
Yeah.
LL Cool
Yeah.
J movie? Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I think Roller Jam was the show.
Yeah. Travis, what do you got?
That was Tommy Dreamer.
And Steve.
Tommy Dreamer.
Nice.
I need to check something. One second. I have something different. Maybe I'm just dumb. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, no, that is incorrect on both accounts. We were looking for Mike Awesome.
Oh.
Yeah, Raven and Tommy Dreamer won them at the last show at the Madhouse, whereas Mike Awesome and Raven won them on the March 4th, 2000 episode of ECW and TNN.
Oh, that wasn't okay.
Yeah, we're looking for Mike Awesome. But either way, your winner of this match, because we will not need that final question. Steve Mesa, you did pick up the win here. I mean, either way, if it was Tommy Dreamer, the match still would have been over. But Steve, congratulations. You've advanced to the World Contenders Tournament for 2025. Travis, do not think this is over because there's something I got to announce at the end of this match.
Ooh, yay.
Steve, your thoughts on this match? Anything else you want to say? And maybe for the future of that World Contenders Tournament?
Listen, this is despite what the score says. Despite what the score says, this is definitely not a cakewalk for me. I don't take any match. Like I said in the beginning, I'm always going to say this with every match I have, no matter who's the person I'm facing on the opposite side of the ring with. It's never a cakewalk because if you always put yourself in that type of mentality, you're already setting yourself for failure. And if you do that, then you already lost. That's why I try to keep myself in a positive mind frame, even though I always have very low expectations for myself, despite my accolades. But if you always have low expectations, I always tend to succeed over them. So we'll see what happens with the tournament. I'm looking forward to who I am going to face in the first match of the tournament. But yeah, no, it was GG, Travis. It was a great game between you and I. I'm sure we'll definitely meet again in probably another one of these matches or some sort of other trivia sphere.
Absolutely, and I will let you know the winner of the World Contenders Tournament, whoever that may be, will face Jacob Cameron in the main event of Prestige. Not going to do 3 levels of iron this year, just not feeling it. I don't want to write that many questions, I'm going to be honest with you. But yes, in the chat, both Greg and Jacob saying Tommy Dreamer. Also, Roller Jam was the shit. I do agree. That was fantastic. Dwayne also saying Tommy Dreamer. Greg saying, no, my looties. His 50 looties are gone forever. And great match, guys. But Travis... You know, it didn't come out on top on this one, but I will tell you something after you're done. But if there's anything you want to say, talk about, or promote, the floor is yours.
Sorry about your loonies. But yes, no, it was always fun doing wrestling trivia. No shame in losing to someone like Steve. He definitely knows his stuff and definitely got to bring your A game every time you go up against him. So, had fun today. Categories didn't work out directly in my favor, but that's partially my fault. It's wrestling trivia, not ECW or WWE trivia. So... I try to work on those categories. It's hard to fit any more wrestling into this mind. So, but no, it was a fun time at least, definitely.
That is very fair. So I will let you know we have one more play-in match occurring. And then once that play-in match happens, that was the 11th person. We need a 12th person. And to decide that 12th person, I'm just going to use a bunch of questions I wrote, throw them into a 20-question document. And if you show up to the match at the given time, you can... Second chance. We'll call it the SmackDown. You see that all the time. The second chance battle royal.
Second chance battle royal.
Second chance. So everyone that lost their first round match can compete in this to try and get a spot in the tournament. You get a second chance. It's going to be a great time. But more on who the 11th match will be soon. I still got to book it because I got to catch up. Yes, Greg, that means even you can compete in that battle royal to try and get that shot. So can you, Dwayne, and so can anyone else who lost in the first round.
Greg's gonna avenge his losses.
He's going to come right in there. Slide right in. All right. But yes, that is a very exciting thing. So more on that soon once I figure that all out. But I want to thank you all for being here tonight. Thank you for, I believe we did have a subscription. Rucker must have figured this out. But Rucker, thank you for stopping by tonight. As well as, Dwayne was here. Jacob was here. Greg stopped by. Eric was here. And if anyone else was here and just lurking, Tato, you were here too. You got some points. And if you were just lurking, I appreciate that as well. So stay tuned for that. We might have a drunk match again soon to champion Joey Suba. Might do another. Might write some sports this weekend. I have no wrestling shows I'm working on this weekend. It's my first. I think it's my only weekend off this summer. So I'm going to just probably sip on some energy drinks and write a shit ton of questions. Maybe smoke a little bit too. But
or you can watch All In on the background. Just if you want.
Do you know what? I probably will be if that. Like I said earlier, the Pez JPO thing. I'll probably get invited to that. JP always drops me a link, and I'm like, what's this? And I'm like, oh, right, there's a show on tonight. But yeah, we were going to go ahead and head off for the night. I appreciate you all being here. Actually, do you know what? There's a bunch of people here. We're going to go ahead and let's raid my friend Cabbage. She's great. We're going to go ahead and raid baby Kaya Bitsu. She was, speaking of trivia, she was my partner on trivia on the only game show multiple times, including us winning first and second place in the finale, where we won some real money. All right,
Nice.
so please go ahead there and give Cabbage a follow. She is playing like a dating simulator or something. I don't know these games that these kids play anymore.
Is it date everything? I know.
Date everything. Yes.
It's date everything, right?
Yep.
Yes.
All right. So yes, please go there. Follow Cabbage. Say hello to her. Let her know how we're feeling. Have a great night, everyone. There's the button.